I am a fan of a fake sport. I'm talking about baseball. So I'm a fan of baseball. I really got into baseball when the Rays made the World Series, when they made that run last season. It really made me get into baseball, and it really made me enjoy baseball as a whole. I used to think baseball was super boring, extremely boring, because baseball games can be extremely long and boring because pitchers take years to pitch the ball. They'll just stand there from the mound looking like this. And that sequence will take like 40 seconds. So every between pitch is 40 seconds long, and it gets so boring. That's the only thing that sucks about baseball. But in my opinion, the easiest way to become a baseball fan is to simply pick a team and have a favorite team. Once you have a favorite team, you're going to love baseball because you're going to cheer for them and you're just going to love watching them play. That's what happened with me and the Tampa Bay Rays. They're my local team. I live in Orlando, so the Tampa Bay Rays are my local team, and I absolutely love this team. I've learned majority of the roster's name. I've learned majority of the team. Today, I'm going to be going over my playoff or wild card predictions for the MLB. So in other words, I will try to predict who I think will make the wild card and why. I am not a baseball expert. I'm a little bit of a casual, I will admit. So some of these picks might sound crazy if you actually do watch baseball and you're super into the sport. This is only my first full season of baseball that I've watched and actually have been super involved with. And I love the baseball wild card format and their playoff format. And I'm extremely excited for this postseason. So without any further ado, it's time to make the picks. Okay, so starting off, we're going to start off with the AL East. So the Tampa Bay Rays, we already clinched our spot into the postseason. We did it 2 nights ago when we beat the Blue Jays. So, in my opinion, I think the Tampa Bay Rays will win the AL East division completely. Now, one thing you will notice is for the AL, for the American League, the top 3 division spots are pretty much locked up. The Houston Astros have such a huge lead on everybody else, and so do the White Sox and the Rays. It's just inevitable. These teams, they're going to win their divisions. So, with the wild card, we have the Boston Red Sox leading. We have the New York Yankees trailing, the Toronto Blue Jays, the Seattle Mariners, and the Oakland A's. Now, I will guarantee you right now, the Oakland A's are not making the playoffs. There's no way they win 4 out of their next 10 games at minimum. That's the minimum that they need to even catch the second wild card spot. My certified picks for this wild card spot are going to be the Boston Red Sox. I have the Boston Red Sox taking that first wild card game unless all hell breaks loose and then for some reason the Red Sox lose all of their next games. I got the Red Sox making the playoffs as that first wild card team. Now for the second wild card team, I got to be honest, I don't like the Yankees at all. I don't like them at all. So I'm obviously going to go against the Yankees, and I'm going to say that second wild card spot is going to be taken by the Toronto Blue Jays. Why? I love the Blue Jays. I love their team. I love how they play. They're such a young, fun team to watch, especially with Springer. Springer's really fun to watch. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. How could I not want that guy in the playoffs? The Yankees, they got Aaron Judge. They got Brett Gardner. Giancarlo Stanton. Don't really care. I don't really like their players too much. So they're okay. So, in other words, for my AL wild card, I got the Boston Red Sox at first and the Toronto Blue Jays at second. Those are my 2. Now, coming into the National League, it does get a lot more interesting, and the National League is looking a lot more fun this year. The National League is complete hell right now. So let's get into it. For the National League, I'll start off with the Central Division, then the East Division, and then the West Division. So, obviously, I have the Milwaukee Brewers winning the division. There's no way any other team catches up to them. They literally have 10 wins over everyone else in their division. So they won the division. The East Division is complete trash right now. I mean, they have the least wins out of any other team. The only teams that can really catch up to Atlanta are the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. The Mets are not going anywhere. They're literally 7 games behind the Braves, and there's only like 10 games left in the season. They're not making the playoffs at all. There's no way they make it. Now, Philadelphia or Atlanta. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to go with Atlanta. Why? I don't know what it is that's in the water in Atlanta, but these people are smoking baseballs without their two best hitters. Acuna is literally injured, and Osuna is having some horrible legal troubles that I'm not even gonna get into. I got Atlanta winning that division. They got that one guy that's always really happy, and it's pretty fun to watch him play baseball. I don't know his name. Now, Giants or Dodgers. They're both certified locks for the playoffs. Now it's just a matter of who wins the division. This is my favorite series so far, and I'm going to be honest with you. They both have some pretty bad matchups coming up soon. Some pretty easy games. So, in all honesty, I'm going to go with the Giants because the Giants, I don't know what it is, but that team is just so fun to watch, and they're just so good to see. I really enjoy watching them play baseball. So, I'm going to go with the Giants. So now let's get into the wild cards. For my wild card predictions, the Dodgers, they're certified locks. They're not going anywhere. The Dodgers have that number one spot in the wild card. Now, where all hell breaks loose is in the next spot for the wild card. Now, as you can see, the St. Louis Cardinals have a 5-game lead for that second wild card spot. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think anyone's going to catch up to St. Louis. Look, The Padres are a super team that completely failed this season. I don't know what happened to the Padres. How do you have an MVP and you're 77 and 75 and you have such great starting pitchers? The Padres just completely fell apart, and it's pretty ugly to see. So in all honesty, I don't have the Padres making the playoffs. I truly don't. The team that I have making the playoffs for that second wild card spot, it's going to be the St. Louis Cardinals. Why? St. Louis is on fire. They've literally won 10 games, their last 10, and they're on a 12-game win streak. Their next team that they play against is the Chicago Cubs. More easy wins, more easy games. There's no way the Cardinals do not make the playoffs. The St. Louis Cardinals and the LA Dodgers are going to match up in the wild card game. So, final picks. I have the Tampa Bay Rays, the Houston Astros, and the Chicago White Sox all winning their divisions. And then, for my AL wildcard predictions, I have the Boston Red Sox versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Now, for my National League, I have the San Francisco Giants making it. I have the Milwaukee Brewers making it. And I got the Atlanta Braves making it for division champions. Those are my division champs. Now, for my NL wildcard, I have the LA Dodgers versus the St. Louis Cardinals for that National League wildcard matchup. I did not expect to be saying that. I did not think at the beginning of the season that the Dodgers were going to be in the wild card. I thought that they would have won their division hands down, no problem. But the Giants came out of nowhere and surprised the whole league, and I love it. That is pretty much going to wrap it up. Let me know how you guys feel about baseball. I'm a little bit of a casual when it comes to baseball. I just started watching it, but it is a sport I truly enjoy watching, and I have a lot of fun watching it also. So let me know your picks for the MLB playoffs, whether it be the National League, American League. Let me know who you think is going to make it, who you think might steal a spot, and who might catch fire these last 10 games of the season. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly do appreciate all the love and support you guys all constantly give me. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to hit the bell to be notified every time I upload. And I'm out of here. See you next time.